God, you are. Oh my God, you took it back with you?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. You can have it. It looks good on you. You should keep it.
It's my Tony Soprano fit.
Yeah, you love that shirt. I know, because Melina only has like 3 shirts that she wears on the rig. So
whoa. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna fight for this interview. Is that okay, you guys?
Yeah, that's great.
That's my necklace too. So
okay,
you look good. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm actually gonna go. So
no, you look great. You look so good.
You look great. Thanks.
Wonderful.
Hello, everyone. This is the show Isolated Tracks on KEXP. I'm Julian Martlew, and our guests today are Ellen Kempner of Palehound and Melina Duterte of J Som, talking about their collaboration Bachelor. We're going to take a listen to the isolated tracks from the song Anything at All, and you can check the link below to go listen to the full album version.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hello.
He said awkwardly.
I'm well. How are you?
Pretty great. Where are you?
I'm in Poughkeepsie, New York right now. I've been living here for the past 8 months or so because I got a job at a recording studio nearby. So I've been doing that and teaching guitar during the pandemic. This has been my station.
Oh, awesome. That's
look at that couch.
Vastly
check out that. Wait.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it was my grandmother's in her playroom when I was a kid.
So cute.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I'm here in Atwater Village in Los Angeles. I've been in this house for a year now. I'm in my little attic studio.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really see anything, but
this has been my view of Melina for the majority of the past year and a half.
Yeah, I put a lamp in front of me too. Usually I never have a lamp up here, so I'm always in the dark, and Ellen's like, I can't see you.
I literally can never. I was actually wondering if you moved a lamp because I always only see a dark silhouette of her. I can never see her face and the glow of her glasses.
So did you play any of the songs? Did you have a chance to play them together in person before making the record?
No, they didn't exist before making the record. We wrote them.
We really went in just not writing any songs at all. Just completely unprepared. We were like, we need to write music in a house. It's really important to us.
Yeah, it was kind of a gamble on behalf of everyone else involved in this project to just give us the keys to an Airbnb with no songs, nothing prepared, nothing going into it, and then we
had some voice memos.
Yeah, 5-second voice memos of an unplugged electric guitar playing around.
And we're like la 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 la.
Yeah, we were really unprepared.
That's fabulous. So you start with a loop or a guitar part, or do you have lyric fragments? What's the way that the songs actually start to appear?
Just kind of us hanging out and jamming, honestly. That's how a lot of these came together. It would be one of us would have a guitar part or a chord progression or something. And then we'd just kind of sit down and muse on it and kind of repeat it over and over again until someone got an idea or someone had an idea for a B part or lyrics. We did a lot of just sitting and repeating.
Yeah.
Looping, but analog in-person looping.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're playing it over and over. So what about this song? Where Anything at All is the name of the song. And what was the genesis, the seed?
This song was very collaborative in terms of us both working together. I was taking a shower and I heard this bass line in my head. And I just really I was getting into it, and I originally wanted it to be this kind of cute Andy Schaaf song, and then Ellen was like, no, we have to make it funky, and she got on the drums, and then I got on the bass, and we were just kind of jamming it out, just dum, da, da, dum, da, da-dum. And it was just really fun. And we were like, oh, okay.
It's so
and then
funny.
what happened?
Well, I was just going to say that like the part of the reason that it ended up the way it is because I'm not a very good drummer. So I was just like, okay, what can I play and what beat can I hold reliably? And that was like about as far as I can get. But it's also funny to me that you imagined it as like a cute Andy Schaaf thing, because I just cannot even begin to imagine that. Like, that's a funky bass line. I can't imagine that in any other context than this.
Like, I don't know. It was just in my head.
Wow.
But that's such a hard drum part. That's like something I tell people. It's like not everyone can do.
That's true.
It's like a very specific drum part.
It was challenging for sure. Took a lot of focus.
Like when you start recording, did you start with the drums and bass?
Yeah.
Well,
We're just doing it live.
Maybe we should listen.
Yeah, shall we check out the drums and the bass?
yes, please.
And tell us what you did. Tell us how you recorded it. Any fun things that happened.
Of course.
Nerd out. This is the stuff we love.
Oh, it's so funny looking at the session. And like when you guys decided to choose this song, I was like, oh no. Because the session to me is like so messy. And like I feel like that it really shows like how we were working together, but like we were having fun. So there were just like so many like different tracks, like in random places. Like there are like, how many?
I just saw one called Group.
86 tracks, but yeah, let's check it out. Gotta add those in.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is. That's Ellen right there.
Yeah.
You were laying it down.
I was laying it down. This was also one of the first like 3 takes we did. And I don't remember that for sure, but I know that because I would not have been able to keep this up physically.
And then that's me on the tambourine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like hitting it with a drumstick.
You've got another hi-hat thing happening too, don't you?
Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna pause it real quick. The thing about this song, it's full of drum samples. And I think that the reason why we added so many was just because I wasn't getting enough. I wasn't getting enough icing from the drums or like something. So naturally you add some samples and then it sounds good. Mm-hmm. We have like a low snare. There's a different like mid snare. There's like a rim shot. There's the actual snare itself. And just some fun things too. And there's like a sub kick and another kick and another kick. So there's like 4 kicks. Awesome. And it just made sense for this track. And like Ellen said, there's like a hi-hat sample too. And some fun little like reverse cymbals too. Yeah.
Are those all like samples that you had, things that you, or were you going searching for them? Like, I need another kick drum.
No, I love Logic samples and Splice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, the way that where we recorded was at this Airbnb in Topanga, and where the drums were like this. It was like this living room that had a bunch of furniture in it that we pushed everything against the walls, and it was like this tile floor with like this guy's like family photos everywhere, and the drums were like set up in front of the fireplace with like bookshelves behind us and stuff, and it was really funny. It felt like jamming at your friend's parents' house, you know.
Literally did, yeah.
Like it really felt like that.
And the bass, did you, hey, I see Mike RE20, so, you know, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
What did you use for your amp?
I think for the amp, I used it's my girlfriend's orange amp head. It's called like a Tiny Terror.
Uh-huh.
I think the number is 500, but I don't want to make that up. Sorry for all the Orange fans out there. But it's a Tiny Terror bass amp head that they discontinued making. And I love that bass head because anything you like connect it to, like it'll sound good and it'll sound like really full. And it drives in a really cool way too. But I guess I didn't really like it that much if I panned it all the way to the right. Let me see. Yeah, so it's mostly bass DI that's taken over for this one, and I like mixing the bass DI better than like the mic sometimes, so you have more options.
And is the little bit of growl on it just from the Tiny Terror, or are you using the pedal?
Well, I got an amp sim. I got this Ampeg on there. I really love this one because it's so simple. It sounds just like the real Ampeg, so might as well use it. Got some compression on it too. I got some Pultec EQs naturally. And then I have this H3000 plugin that I used all over this song. Like now that I look at this song, it's like, it's everywhere. I think I was just really loving it at the time. And I think all the nerds out there love the H3000, so they know what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's killer. It's
Yeah.
just the best.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you have some drums, you have some bass. What do you do next?
Let's see. Next was guitars, obviously. Should we check them out?
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny because the guitars are kind of like really sporadic. They're never like playing throughout the whole thing. But let's check out Ellen's guitar solo. It's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's
were really
killer.
into Alabama Shake at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was definitely having a moment with Brittany Howard's guitar playing, like right before I got there. Right before I was recording, I started learning a bunch of her parts. And I feel like she does cool stuff like mirroring the bass line sometimes. And she kind of just like really digs in. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Like she uses her guitar like she uses her voice, I feel like, which is just to like, you know, just to kind of like put that oomph into it and put that like that tension into it. And I kind of wanted to, do that with the guitar. Cause the song is about like a painful kind of like crush situation. And I wanted like that, like, to be represented. You know, there's like that groove and that like you're feeling yourself. And then there's that like pang of like, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
The dread
Like Ellen
seeking in.
The dread.
is such a good guitar player.
Stop.
You're okay.
I
Don't
completely
know.
agree.
Right? Palehound
thank
is
you.
so good. And just like Ellen will just be just next to me and she'll just be like, bow, 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 and we'll do it in like 2 takes and it'll be over with. That was kind of like what happened with this track. She just killed it automatically.
So like all the guitar sound is coming out the amp. Like it's, you just set up that sound and played it, or did you add more stuff to it later?
We had a pretty like solid setup in the living room. Like Ellen said, we had that drum set that was like right in front of the bookshelves, but we also had the piano that was at the house already, and the owner got it tuned for us.
So
It was
nice.
so sweet. And then we had some amps. I believe we used the Princeton 68 custom reverb amp. I like just got that from Fender and we just wanted to use it. And then we also had my jazz chorus, the 77 version. And that was for like a lot of the clean tones. I know a lot of people hate that amp, but I will always love it.
Yeah, that's the Roland. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great amp.
And then Ellen had a bunch of pedals.
Yeah, and I was playing a Godin, like spelled Godin, guitar that was kind of like a Telecaster kind of situation for this. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a sweet tone. That just
And you had my Strat too.
Oh, was I using the Strat for this?
Yeah, the Natty Ash one.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Shall I show the other ones, or they're kind of all over the place?
Yeah.
You do some really classic JSOM guitar stuff on this that I love.
Yeah. Okay. I can can solo, show people what it sounds like.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is a classic thing.
I use this all the time now. I do this all the time. Oh yeah, I totally rip you off with this stuff. This is perfect. This is the best.
It like really like, I don't know, it makes like a song expansive in a cool way because it's not like loud, but it like kind of sounds like a synth.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. That's so you. I love that.
And we go on to the just octaves. And then this is Ellen. Let's solo that. You were just like, you were literally going like that.
Yeah, I was.
It's so loud. Yeah, there's a lot going on at the end.
Oh my God, I love music.
Yeah. The end is like just like a wild carnival ride or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fabulous.
We had so much fun doing this.
You got to tell me. So the I want to go back a little bit to that first pick guitar part.
Yeah.
What are you even doing? Like, how is it so wide, and how is it so quiet and yet effective?
Was it this palm mute?
No, the right before that.
Right
after Ellen's solo. Yeah.
Okay. Let's check it out. Let me unfreeze it. I think what happened was I was playing it quietly, and basically with like the palm mute picking, you just put your palm on the bridge, and then you kind of have to like play it firmly to get that like funkiness out of it. And I just feel like that's so like, it just sounds good automatically. But yeah, I put like some compression on it and then some EQ, but
it's so crazy.
Let's see.
It sounds like there's like a slide or a bend in there, but it's not.
So there's like a little parallel of like an echo in there.
It's the echo
to make it a little wide. So there's like a slapback. Same with the other one too. So it does kind of sound like there's like a weird ping-pongy thing on there. Yeah.
Super cool. And then the mad destruction at the end sounds like there's a lot of reverb happening. Is that added later, or were you just like, let's do a part with a room mic?
I don't know. I think that was probably added later, looking at all these plugins on here. This is what I'm saying about opening the session and going, oh my God, what was going on in our minds? I think it was just so fun. Let's listen to it all bypassed. How about that?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Well, it sounds normal. But I guess we wanted it to be little more wild sounding. And I think the decapitator really helps with that.
Oh yeah.
And then we soften it up a little bit. And then we use the Echo Boy. Yeah. I think that the Echo Boy is one of my favorite plugins ever. And I know a lot of people love this plugin too.
Yeah,
but
I love it.
It's just like, sounds amazing. And like, you know, you've got all these parameters that you can like mess with.
Mhm.
And lately I've been really loving the wobble right here.
Wow.
Everyone should check that out and mess with it if they can.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That it sounds like something that Mount Erie would do, like in the church, kind of like
Just
In Anacortes.
put a guitar at one end of the room and Mike's way at the other end, and just
Yeah.
put it in the track.
Yeah.
I love that. Take us down the session. Let's see what else you got hiding in there.
Let's check these guys out. Some synths. So that's a very important part of the song. It's the piano. But Ellen has this synth. What is it called?
It's a Critter and Guitari. It's not the organelle. It's like from like the Third Man record store. It's like yellow and it's awesome. I have it around here somewhere. I could probably find it. But
It's so cool.
the best. It's so cool. It's very like minimal. It just kind of has these like wood buttons that are unlabeled. And it just kind of sounds like you could like soundtrack a video game with it. It's just like it's like a toy. And
Yeah, it sounds like radio static.
It is my favorite thing.
Amazing.
Yeah, that synth made it into the song like everywhere. So it's really cool that it's there. Let's see what else. Check out the pianos that we were doing.
This was the piano at the Airbnb.
Oh yeah. Solo those guys too. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing about this song is that
That's the thing about this song is that it sounds wild.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on. But I think we wanted to lean into that because what we were talking about in like certain pop records is that when you listen in headphones, you like will hear random things that you didn't hear before if you were listening in your car or if you were listening on like a Bluetooth speaker. And I think that's like such a like kind of like a Kanye West thing to do. He just like would have like all these like things happening that you hear in your headphone. And I don't know, I just feel like little things like that make songs really special.
I love those crazy synths. And the messiness that you're talking about to me is just basically showing, yes, A, you were having a whole lot of fun, and B, that it was like, try an idea. Like sometimes it takes longer to like argue about whether an idea is good or not than it takes to just record it.
That's kind of like what we did the whole time. Yeah, there was very little discussion of like parts during the whole recording of this album. Like there was just a lot of like trial and error. But most of the time we'd be like, that's cool. Let's just keep that like one take. Like we were very like accepting of everything that happened basically.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to overthink too much.
I love communicating and I love thinking and discussing like, you know, just with friends about music and like when you're making it. But sometimes you can go too far. And like my whole like ethos with recording is just literally just do it. Like you're there in the moment, just try something. And I think that's why Ellen and I work so well together.
Yeah. It really
Oh.
did love you.
I love you.
But it really goes back to like us feeling like we were jamming at our parents' house. Like something I'm saying over and over again about recording this was just how much it felt like being in high school again and playing music with someone else for the first time. And just like being in high school and being like, oh dude, that guitar part, that's great. Let's just keep that. Like, and just kind of like doing it just solely for fun and not really thinking about the outcome as much. So yeah, I see what's soloed right now and I'm very scared.
Oh, here we go.
You knew this was coming.
I knew it had to come at some point.
Okay. Let's just, we'll just listen and see what's going on. Because I think this is my favorite part of the song, to be honest. We were drinking so much yerba mate.
So much caffeine.
Bottle after bottle.
Can after can.
Coffee cup after coffee cup.
So much. Too much. 2 would go down in like an hour or 2. And then that catches up with you later.
Exactly. Actually, that's not as
exciting.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, man. So...
I had to convince you to do this.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really want to do it, but it was fun.
You didn't want to do this.
Ellen was
really
like,
fun.
we like have to scream at the end of the song. Like, because originally I was like, yeah, let's just be like, ah, and like make it like a beautiful like Fleetwood Mac harmony or whatever. We just ended up placing the mic in the middle of the room and we were just screaming at the top of our lungs.
Yeah, like standing, like feet back, like heads up. Like,
full body scream.
Like full body. And I was like, okay, here's your note. Here's my note. 1, 2, 3. And then like voice cracks are in there for sure. Yeah, I feel like I needed to scream. Because that's like what that's what this song is like building up to. It's about like being stressed out about like, I don't know, crushes and sex and like we always want to scream when we're talking about that stuff.
Speaking of.
Oh, yeah. This song is like if the clown from It made a song.
Yeah, definitely.
This is like Pennywise.
Pennywise barged into the studio and he took over.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I love that. I love that we kept that laugh in there, that like weird clown laugh.
Yeah.
Because we tried that a couple times and I would just like, I had to focus so hard not to laugh because Melina and I really just like start laughing anytime we look at each other most of the time.
I'm surprised we even made a record,
It's really hard to believe because we'll just be doing nothing and I'll just look at her and start laughing. She's so funny.
Watching TV.
Yeah. Yeah, we were like in hysterics most of the time.
Oh, man. Oh, we're making it to the end, you guys.
Wow.
Okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so the rest are just vocals and, we were we had to get very serious for these vocals too because it was really hard to sing. And I feel like I didn't want to sing on this. And Ellen is always like, Melina, you have to sing on the songs.
That's the story of this whole damn record. She never wants to sing. She has such a beautiful voice. I feel like a mom just being like, sweetie, you have such a pretty voice. Why don't you sing for the family? Like, that's like literally like, oh, I don't want. Like, I literally had to like push her so hard just to. And then when we were mixing like this. And
Yeah.
I would be like when we were mixing this song, I was like, Melina, I cannot hear your vocals like at all.
It's like still like quiet.
It's still so quiet.
The foot on my bed shaking with her step.
Well, I actually can't tell whose is whose.
She's forever approaching. I'm forever in dread. Wrap me in silk and bite off my head.
Okay, so that this one titled Crazy Vox FX. I believe I ran our vocals through my chorus echo. It's like the roll-in chorus echo that it's the RE501, and I was just like messing with the repeat and the intensity rate because I just wanted to have like more vibiness with our vocals rather than just like putting reverb. Because I think when you do stuff like that, you like add movement into a song in like a really cool way.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I mean, there's a lot going on these vocals, right? Like there's some fuzziness to it.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Okay, so let's look at the chain. I love this Studer plugin, this UAD one. It's like a tape emulation, and I love putting it at the beginning of my chain because it kind of drives in a really cool way. Let's see. Let's solo Ellen.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got that going, and then some compression. I'm really compressing it, and then you got the de-esser, of course. Got the pull tech. Little teeny bit. 10K right there. And then the H3000 again. I guess I really like the micro pitch shift preset on here. Yeah, it's really cool. Just like has this pitch shift on it, and also like a little delay, which makes it sound really cool. And then of course, Soothe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is
my favorite plugin ever.
The new one, Soothe 2.
Yeah, Soothe 2. I think yeah, it just really, really, really helps with harsh frequencies. And I literally put it on everything now because of especially for like resonance problems. Yeah.
So it's just sort of like a real-time multi-band compressor de-esser that's doing a million little notches.
Yeah, and it sounds amazing.
Sounds great.
It's so great. And then there's a parallel of a Lexicon reverb, probably just for a little ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Didn't want to go too far with that, but then I think the chorus vocals have the most effects on it.
I shouldn't say anything at all, anything at all. I shouldn't say anything at all, anything at all. I shouldn't say anything at all, anything at all. I shouldn't say anything at all, anything at all.
Okay, we love sound toys. And we love the little Alter Boy plugin because, you know, it has the formant shifting if you ever want like freaky vocals. But I feel like it's really like such a good way to like make a chorus sound different for vocals. Really, we just sound like children. And I kind of love that.
Yeah, I feel like the vocal melody has like a taunting energy, like a playground taunt, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It just made sense.
It did make sense.
Oh, that's rad. And still all of the fuzz is coming from the tape emulation.
I think some of it is coming from the Echo Boy. So I love pushing the saturation knob on here just because it like makes it dirty. You know, it's like you make it tasteful and it just sounds really cool. It makes a track pop out in a really cool way rather than making it like flat. And like I said, if you go down here in this style edit, you could just mess with the EQ for it. You could do so much with this plugin, and like I just will never stop talking about this one. And it has different sorts of like I don't know, sound wave thingies. Mm-hmm. So you could choose how it wobbles, and it sounds really cool in like a tape emulation style. And a really cool thing is if you have tracks on like all the way wet, it just has like a really cool sound.
Anything at all, anything at all. I shouldn't say anything at all, anything at all.
I don't know, it's just a really cool way to make something sound kind of lo-fi.
Yeah.
As, the term says, yeah.
And then there's Name, which I was really excited about when it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really exciting moment when we were on Zoom, like 5 hours deep.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out what we were going to do for this part, for the end of the second verse. Originally, it was like, "And every dirty word becomes your name." Like we were singing it, and then it was just like too much.
Yeah, we were like, "This is corny."
Yeah,
it was corny.
And every dirty word becomes your name.
Genius.
Yeah, then probably automated some things. Again, I'm using the Echo Boy all the time. Oh, you know what? There's a secret in here. And it's James.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, there is a secret in here.
Yeah.
James Kripchenia came in to play some, from Big Thief, he came in to play some drums on the album. And I think the ending needed some reinforcement because I was just holding down like the hi-hat beat, but I can't do fills really. So we were like, James, please save this. And he did in like one take. This was all like, yeah.
But it ended up turning into this like funny, like Stereo Lab-ish drum part because of the effects. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's mayhem. It's
mayhem.
I love that.
Like John Bonham.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear what it sounds like, actually. I'm curious. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
There's a lot going on, but it's just, I don't know. I'm going to stop totally fanboying over here, but yeah, what a killer song. What a fantastic collaboration. It's really fun seeing you together like this because I kind of now have a sense of how fun it was to make the song, and the song sounds fun when you listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets stuck in my head so easily.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. What a great song. And thanks for sharing, all the crazy stuff that you did to make it. This is really, really fun.
Thank you so much. It was fun to be a part of this.
Yeah, I've been really excited about this. It's cool to hear these tracks isolated again. Really bringing me back.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Woohoo!
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Is someone sewing?
Yeah, my wife is sewing. If you hear a sewing machine in the background, that's what it is.
Cute.
It's beautiful.
She's making little baby swimsuits.
Oh, I want one.